Hi guys, welcome back to this section of this course. So this is Bezaleeloftech again. So right now I'm going to be building this project. This is an inventory management website. So right now, look at this is just a random project I decided to create for this course. This is Nigerian Shippers Council. We have the home, login, and request, and some few text. So right now, I'll go back. So I've created a folder here. So make sure you create a folder, name it inventory. So in that you have index.html, we have images and CSS. So right now I'll close it and I'll right click and open with VS Code. So I'm opening right now with VS Code. So this is how it looks like because I've actually done this and you all know how to do this. So to create automatic generate an HTML body tag in Visual Studio Code, you press your shift key, your 1 and tab. So right now we're going to be creating a div tag, a nav. So first of all, we are going to be creating a nav. So I'll have a nav. So this nav tag is going to be having an image. First, it's going to be having an image tag. So I'll have img. In this img, I'm going to be going to download a particular image. So we'll go online and search for Nigerian shippers. No, I can download it from here. So I will include this image in the course. Save image. So I'll be saving this image. So this image should appear automatically here. Let me go back to my browser and see. Open. So the image is open here. Let me see where it's being downloaded. So let me go to download. See where the image is located. Show in folder. Okay, it's on downloads. So let me just minimize this because it's not showing on the screen. So I'll open here. I'll open the image folder here and I'll put it to this side. Then I'll open this also. So where's the download? So I'm going to move this. I'll move the image here. So I'm going to close here and I'll come back to my HTML. So in this image tag, I'm going to be writing images / Nigerian Shippers Council. So I've actually stated that. So let's view this on the browser. Open with live server. That's how it's been shown on our browser. So right now, I'm going to be creating a URL. So in this place, I will have a URL. So this URL is going to contain some li. So li times 3. I'll press times 3. So in this URL, I'm going to be having an anchor tag in it. That is A. So let me come here and put the A tag. Why is it not showing? So I'll come here. So the A tag. So in this A tag, I'll just put hash here. I'll come here, write home. So the next one, also an a tag. So in this a tag, I will first of all have hash here. So I'll write login. So the next one to have a tag. So hash, then request. So actually we have that. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to create a div after the a tag. So I'm going to come out here and create a div. So this is it, it's showing here. So I'll come out of this nav and create a div. So that div, I will name that div banner. I'll name the div banner. So I'll come outside of this nav and create a banner div. So in this banner div, I'm going to be creating a div of home page container. So home page container. So I'm also going to create another div of banner header. So in this div, I'm going to be having an h1. So this h1, let me give this h1 IMS. So let's also have a class because we are going to be styling this. So this should have a class of hero heading and also a paragraph. So let me come here and put a paragraph tag. So in this p tag, we're going to be having inventory management system. Inventory management system. So I've created that, and also this is inside a div. As I've said, we are still going to create another div again, and this div is going to contain some few content, but this div is not going to be inside the banner header we've created. It's going to be inside another banner. So right now I'll come here, I'll come after this div. Yeah, this is the div. So I'll come and create the div here. So I'll name this div banner header, banner paragraph. That should make sense. Paragraph. So I'll press tab, create div automatically. So right now I will now change this particular div and put some content here. So let me put track your goods through out. Let me just go back to this place and copy the content out so as not to waste more time. Go up and copy this content. So we'll just be coming here. I'll be coming here to copy this content. See. So to track your goods throughout your entire supply chain from purchase into distribution. So that's what we're having there. Oh, let me change this to P because this is a paragraph. So this is a paragraph. So because of the extension I had, automatically the other side will change to P. The rename tag, auto rename tag will automatically change that to P for us, if you could remember. So right now, what I'm just going to do right now is to now create the div after this. And in this div that I'm creating, we are going to have icons because I would like all these icons to show. So I'll come here and I'll come and put in a div of banner icon. So let me put dot banner icon. So that's the div I'm creating. So in this banner icon, we're going to have links of different divs. So let me first of all have the A tag, and inside this A tag, we are not linking anywhere because it's not the original website that we are going. So I will come to this particular place and copy the root of this element. I will provide the link to description, the link to this particular font awesome in this course, so you guys are going to see it. I don't want the stress of you guys going online to search. So I'll come to this place and I'll go to view page source. So in this page source, I'm going to look for the font awesome kit. To look at the font awesome kit right away here, so I'm going to copy this kit. So this is the kit. So I'll press Ctrl C. I'll go and paste it in my own code. I'll go and paste this in my own code. So I'll come to our code. I'll come to our code, come and paste it here. So I'll paste it in my code. And if you look at for writing this, I'll come here and come and copy this to actually make it similar to the one that we have. So I'll come to this place and copy all this code, all this, Ctrl C. I'll come here and paste it code. Come here and paste it in code. So I'll come here, paste it. Let me remove this. So right now it's been shown. Yeah, it's been shown on the page. So right now it's showing. So we've had that. So the next thing I'm going to be doing right now is to leave this particular place and create another div. So we created these divs and we'll soon be styling because I prefer styling very early, so there won't be much listing on our code. So right now let's just dive into the CSS. We dive into the CSS. So let me expand this and come into our CSS code. So inside our CSS, you are going to so first of all, you can still remember what I said we should be doing whenever we want to style our CSS. So the first thing first that we are going to be doing while styling, before we style our CSS, is to specify the root, the HTML. So what we are going to be doing, we're doing star padding of what? 0, margin of 0, and also box sizing of what? Border box. So I've actually stated that. So the next thing I'm going to be doing right now is to specify some things to the body. Is to specify some things to the body and HTML. So right now, this HTML thing I'm doing is just to reduce some sizes. So this HTML thing I'm doing is just to reduce the font size. So the font size normally is always 16 pixels, but I want 16 pixels to be 10 pixels. So I'll actually state that font size in the HTML should be 62.5%. 62.5%, 0.5%. Some people might be asking, how does 62.5% come? Take it like this: 10 pixels divided by 16 pixels, that is 0.625. Because I want to make my font size to be 10 pixels. So let me do it in form of comments so that you guys will understand. So let me do like this. Let's assume that I want my font size to be 10 pixels, not 16 pixels. That's the default, 10 pixels. And I now want my own font size to be this. So the calculation will be like this in percent. The calculation will be like this: 10 pixel divided by 16 pixel. You can punch it in your calculator and see is equals to 0.625 pixel. So that is equals to, because it's in percentage, we multiply by 100, that will give me what? 62.5%. 62.5%. So I've closing this. So that's how it is. So right now, I will now come to our body. I'm designing the body right now. So body. So our body should have a font family. So let me go back to, I forgot to copy the necessary thing that I have to copy here. So our font family will be what? Poppins and sans serif. So I'll come here and copy this, Ctrl C, come and include it in our body. V. So I've included that. So right now, I'm going to also specify a mean height. So you take the full width of the container, mean height of 100 view each. So mean height 100 v each. So after specifying a mean height of 100 v each, I want the scroll behavior here to be smooth. Scroll behavior smooth. And also I want the line height should be 1.5. Line height should be 1.5. Doesn't have any pixels or anything. So that's how it is. So the first thing that we're going to be styling right here, that let me go and check. Let me check. First thing I'm going to be styling here. Let me first of all style our hero heading, which has the IMS. So I'm going to style the hero heading, which has the IMS. So we are going to see how that one is. Then, or I should go in and style our nav. That will make sense. So let me first of all do something, because we want it to look something like this. So let me come here and create a div of header. It will be an empty header, please. It's an empty header. So I want to put header. I'm not putting any text there. HEA. Yeah. So nothing is inside. So let me come here and style it at first. So the header here is going to have some particular listing here. So I'll create div. So what I'll specify div dot header, each header. So in this div, what I'm going to be specifying is to put some width. So let me give you width of 100%. So I'm also going to specify height of 1.5 rem, 1.5 rem. I'm also going to be giving it a background color, background of ash. So this will be 37 B2, so B237, B24. Yeah, that's the color I want. So you are seeing it here, it's appeared already. So right now we've designed that. So the next thing I'm going to be designing right now is our nav. So after that is our nav we are having on our page. So the nav here is going to be like this. So nav is going to have an height of 8 rem. And it's also going to have a background color of white. So let me give it a background color of white. That is ash FFF. So that's what I just specified for our nav for now. So I'm going to be designing the nav image, this image that is here. So nav img, that's what we are going to write. So in this particular play, we are going to be giving it a width of 130 pixel. 130 pixel. Wow, it's smaller. So 130 pixel. I actually stated that. Don't be confused, I didn't use rem. So this position right now, the position I'm going to be stating for this is going to be absolute. So absolute. And also we are going to give it a top of 17 pixel, and left of 12%, 17 pixel, and left of 12%. Control S. So that's what I wanted to. So the next thing I'm going to be styling is the nav UL. So I'll float this because it's on the left. So let me put float right. So it flows to that side. So you are seeing it. Let's try another float property. Left. Sorry. So it comes back to the left. So right now I'll bring it to the right because it's meant to be at the right. That's what we want. So Ctrl S. So it floats right. So the next property right now I'm going to assign to the nav is to give it a margin space. Let me give it a margin right. Margin right of 25 pixel. I'll give it a margin right of 25 pixel. That's okay. So right now the next thing I'm going to be styling right now is the nav UL and li. So we'll style those list tags that are seen there. So I'm going to write nav UL and li. So the nav UL and li, I will give it a display property of inline block. So you see it become straight. So I put a display of inline block. So right now I'm going to give it a line height. So let me write line height here. Line height of 80 pixel. And margin of top and bottom 0 pixel, left and right 15 pixel. Wow, so that's okay. So that is okay. So the next thing I'm going to be doing right now is the nav UL li. You know, the text that we actually wrote are contained inside this. It's this that we can use to, if you increase the font size of li, it won't go. Where the contents are in the words anchor tag. So I'm going to be styling it. So the anchor tag is going to be, the text is going to be visible. So I'll write nav UL li anchor tag. So right now the property I'm going to be giving this, I'm going to be giving it a position of absolute. Let me put absolute. No, let me give it relative. Going back, relative. I'm also going to give you that same color. Yeah. So color. So the color should be the same color that I use in that place. To actually make sense. This will make sense. Yep. So I'm going to be increasing the font size. So the font size here I'm going to be stating, let's give it a font size of 1.8 rem and see 1.8 rem. Yeah, that should be enough. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So let me give it a font weight of bold. So we should see how of 500. Yeah, this is okay. So let me make it 700. Yeah, this is okay. This is really okay. So I'm going to be adding padding too. So let me add padding, top and bottom 5 pixel. 0 pixel. So I've added padding to that. So the next thing I'm going to be adding is text transform. So text transform, it should be in uppercase. Uppercase. So text transform of uppercase. And we're also going to be adding text decoration to remove that line under. Text decoration. None. So it's beautiful right now. So right now, let's specify some property to that so that when we click on the anchor tag to have the active pseudo class. So right now, we'll just specify nav. So let me copy this. Control C, because that's what I'm going to be using here. Control V, and I'll put active, the active property. So in this active, I'm going to be specifying, that when it's active, the color should be aqua. Just be aqua. So it's active. So this is active. So I actually specify that. So the next one I'm going to be specifying is the before property. Is the over state. So I'm going to be specifying the over state of this. So I'm going to be specifying the over state of this. So we're going to have over and the before property. So right now, what I'm going to be specifying here, I'm going to give it a position of absolute. The position of absolute, and also giving it contents, because whenever I use this, you must have a content property here. Whenever I use that, this thing, so this will be empty because I'm not including anything here. So the next one I'm going to be giving left of 0, bottom of 0, bottom of 0, height of 3 pixels, height of 3 pixels, width of 100%. So I'm giving it a width of 100%, and also giving it a background color. I'll give it a background color of, so background of ash. So I'll give it that background. So the next one I'm going to also be specifying, because this is for the responsiveness, that's why I'm adding this there. So I'm going to give it a transform. You won't see the usefulness of this now. So I'll give it transform scale x to scale x of 0. So the next one I'm going to specify is transform origin. So transform origin will be right, and also transition the transform 0.4 seconds in its transform of 0.4 when it's linear. I've actually stated that. So the next thing I'm going to be designing right now is the div.banner. So I'll be designing the banner because we actually have a class of banner here. So I'll be designing this. So we'll come to our style.css and come here. So I'm going to have div banner. So I will go and download a particular image online. So let me go back here and download image online. So let me go back here. I'll download image online. So let me go to inventory image. So I'll come here. So I'm going to be downloading this image. So this image I'm going to be downloading it. So save image. So I'll come to our style.css. So what I'm going to specify here is background. So background. So URL. So dot / images / inventory web app. So let me see if this is going to show on our browser. Come here. Wow, it should. So I will come here and also state some property to D. So the property I'm going to be stating to D repeats. So in this place, I'll come out of here. I'll state that property of no repeat. No repeat. Center. Center. Next. So let me give you the background size of cover. Cover. Oh, this image is too small. Image is too small. So it seems to go and download another image because this image is. So let me go back here and go and download better image. I'll come back here and download a better image. Image is too small. So let me search for it. A better image. This image is not beautiful enough. Look at it. So let's look for better quality image. Let me come to here, warehouse. Just look for quality, not the ones that doesn't make sense. Yeah, this is okay. Save image. Yeah, this is okay. So I will now put this image right here. I'll push this image. This is the blog image. Let me delete this image over here. Let me delete. I'll delete this image. I'll come to our HTML and come and change this place. So I'll name it blog. It automatically shows up. So let's go back to the browser and see myself. So background size of cover, image no repeat. So this image is fair. So I'll come here, give it a padding top. So I don't make mistakes. I need to see of 10 rem. I've not cut it. I just want to see padding button. Yeah. So right now we come here, so we've included a padding top of 10 rem, padding bottom of 10 rem. So the next thing we are going to be designing right now is the H1. I'm going to be designing the H1. So let me go back. So this is the image. So I'm going to be designing this home page container. So the home page container. So let's go back there and design that. Come here, style.css, and I'll be saying div dot home page container. So div dot home page container. So we are going to be styling. We'll give it a width of 100%. I'll also give it a max width of 98 rem. So let me view this up. So giving it a max width of 98 rem, a width of 100%. So also, so as this thing will come to the mirror, let's give it a spacing, margin value of 0, auto. Yep. So that's okay. Actually specify margin 0 auto. So right now I'm going to be designing the banner header of H1. So let me see the class to be sure of what we actually name it. If that's what we name it. Sure, banner dash header. Yeah. H1. So right now I'll come here, come to the style.css. I'll state it. So div and banner header H1. So this, I'm going to be giving it a font size of 7.4 rem. So this is okay and visible to the eyes. So what I'm going to be also specifying is to change the color. So what color should I specify here? So let me give it a color of hash 699 db 7c. Okay, I might make it a little bit dim because it's bright. So right now I'll give it a font weight of bold, even bold, font weight. Let me increase this. So I'll give it a font weight of bold. Font weight of bold, margin right of 100 rem, margin right 100 rem. So I also give it a margin bottom of -2 rem, margin bottom -2 rem, and also I'll give it a line height of 1.8. So the next one I'll be styling right now is the div banner header of paragraph. So let me just copy this. Let me go and copy it up. So I'm gonna put the p tag. So right now this p tag is going to have a font size of 2.4 rem. So it should not be as big as the top one, 2.4 rem. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. 0.4 rem. Inventory management system. So that's okay. So you should have a color of that same color that will actually specify for the first one. That's okay. So the next thing that I'm going to also apply here is give the font width of bold. Font width. Good. And also give it the text transform of uppercase. Text transform property uppercase. So the next property we are going to do is margin top. 1.8 rem. Wow. So we're already designing this. So this is from scratch. So margin top of 1.8 rem. So the next thing they are going to be designing is this other p tag, this one here. So I'll come here and I'll specify p. So specify p of banner header or banner paragraph, because I remember I named it banner paragraph. Banner paragraph. So I'll give it a font size of 1.8. Should not be as big as the other one. 1.8 rem. That's okay. So we'll also give it a font width or color. So let's give it a font width of bold. And also a color. I think this color should be preferable. Yep. So this is how it looks like. So we're already designing our inventory management system. So we'll also design the icons, because the icons are showing already. So these are the icons. So let's go back to our HTML. Good. And see what we name the icon. So we give it a class of banner icon. So what we are going to do right now is to design the icon. So we're gonna say div.banner icon. We are designing it. So design it. So say div.banner icon. Banner icon. So this one I'm going to give it a margin top of 5 rem. Margin top of 5 rem. And also we are going to be designing the anchor tag in it. So we'll now specify font size of 1.8 rem, 1.8 rem. Yeah, it's bigger now. It's bigger now. So let me apply some margin to it. Margin left of 4 pixels. The margin left of 4 rem. Yep, that's okay. That space is enough. So I will change the background color. To ash. Let me give it a better color. Ash 7 FBB. It's 7. Better color. So I'll change the color inside to white. Change the color inside to white. So let's change the color inside to white. So to make sense, we are seeing how it's being done. I'll also apply border radius because it's not looking fine. So border radius of let me just apply a small border radius. So we are going to see it 50%. No, that's okay. I make it 100. Other radius. This is too much. So let me apply 50%. So I'll also give it a width of an height of 5 rem. 5 rem. Yep. Height of 5 rem. This is okay. Okay. So I've given it a width and height of 5 rem. So let me also apply um some padding. So I'll apply padding of 0.7 rem, 1.6 rem. This is okay. So let me apply display property, inline block. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is okay. So right now I'm going to be designing the first child of that banner icon, and also we're going to also display some properties on it. So it's going to look nice. So let me copy this. See, I'll come here and paste. So I'm gonna specify the first child. This is a pseudo class, first child. So this first child is going to have a margin of 0, margin property of 0 pixel. So yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. So right now I'm going to be designing the over state. So whenever we over on it, so I'm going to put over. So what should we do here in this over state? So let's make the color white at first. FFF. So when you over it, let the font size be 2.4 rem. So the background also change background. So #69. Is that what I specify for the first one? Nope. When I over it, let me save it and test it. Lighter. It seems to make it dark. Make it dark enough. So make it dark. I will use this thing. So let me put some transition so it will not just over immediately. So transition. So this transition is going to happen in 0.5 seconds. So let's apply it to all. We're applying this to all. So look at, takes time now. So let me adjust this because I prefer it should be somehow dark. Okay. Okay. This is okay. So even the text here, let's change it. Nope, that's really bad. I want this text here to be visible. So what I'm going to do to add linear gradients, I'll add some gradient to this. That's what I will do. So right now I'll scroll down and design that. So let me see the next class for us to design. So we designed basically everything here. So the next thing right now is to create the next section. So right now we are going to be creating the section part that has features of the page. That has features. So right now I'll come down. I'll come down. I'll come down. Expand it again. I'll come down and I'll create a div of home page again. So I'll create another div right here of home page container. Home page container. After creating a div of home page container, I'm going to create another div with a class of home feature. Home feature. So after creating that, the next class I'm going to be creating is also a div of home page features. So dot home page features. features. I'm correct. So the next I'm going to include here the icon. So I'm going to first of all have a span. So this span, let this span have a class of, so I'm writing span. So I will now give it a class of feature icon. So when we are styling it, we're going to see. So the class of feature icon. So you've seen that. So in this span, I will now copy something here. Let me copy this I tag here. I'll copy this, Ctrl C, and I'll come and paste it inside here, Ctrl V. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to change this because this class here is square. I want it to be. So I'll write square. I'll write square. Yes, will be hidden. So right now I'm going to have h3 after this. So our h3 is going to have a class of feature heading. So I'll name it feature heading. So h3. So I will give it a class feature heading. Heading. So in this place, I'm going to have multiple user. Multiple users. So I've given it that, and also I'm going to put in some random text inside. So we'll give this a class also. So this one will be feature paragraph. So we can write p dot feature paragraph. paragraph. So let me write lorem 10, lorem 5. Write lorem 5 and tab. It's too small. So let me give it lorem 10. Lorem 10. This is okay. So lorem 10 is enough. So right now I've actually stated that. So what I'll come and do right now is just to copy from that features, that div that I created that features, and paste it 3 times. So I'll come here. This was the div we created. You are seeing it. So the div that I'm copying is going to contain from home page feature. So I'll copy from home page feature down to this other div. So you are seeing it. Ctrl C. And I'll paste this 3 times. So we want it to appear 3 times on our web page. So I'll paste it 3 times. So 1 and 2 times. That was the second one. This is the third one. Let's go to our web page and see. We are seeing something showing. We've seen something. So right now, we'll go back and go into style.css. So as we are styling, because I prefer us to be seeing what we are styling, so we can see and know what we are doing, not that we won't know what we are doing because. So right now I'm going to be styling this with a beautiful design. So the first thing is home page feature that I'm going to be styling. So we'll come to this place and decide to style the home feature. Let me go back and check. Let me scroll up. Okay. It's the home feature because we've actually designed the feature content. So it's the home feature we are styling. So I'll come here and style the home feature. So I'll give it the div dot home feature, home feature, FEATURE. Please, the spelling must be the same thing. So I'll give it a display property of flex. Wow, so it appeared in flex form. So I'll give it flex direction of row. So I've given it a flex direction of row. So let me give it margin top. So let there be margin top of 4.2 rem. So there's space between that. Let me scroll here so that you are going to be seeing it. So margin top and padding also. So let there be padding between them. Padding of 2 rem 0. So I've applied padding to it, both sides. So right now what I'm going to be designing is the home page features. So I'll have div dot home page features, home page. If you are not sure, just go and copy. If you are not sure, you just come here and check and copy. You can just copy it, home page features, you copy it, come and start this styling it here. The home page feature. So the home page feature, I'm going to have a padding around it. So this padding is going to have a size of 1 rem and 2 rem. So I'm also going to put, because look at it, let's put things in the middle. So text align center. Wow, they're designing this and it's looking beautiful. So right now it's looking beautiful. So the next thing I'm going to be styling is the icon, feature icon. So look at it. So let me just copy this down. So we know that when we are styling is this. So I'll style it. So I'll come down. I'll say div dot home page dot home feature, FEATURE. Then I'll have span dot what we copied, feature icon. So because we want to style if these particular icons, so you see that nothing is shown there. So we'll come down here. So in our icon, I'll give our icon a height of 10 pixels. So I'll give it a height of 10 pixels. No, 10 pixels is too small. Rem, 10 rem. So I'll also give it a width of 10 rem. Width of 10 rem. So I'll give it a width of 10 rem also. 10 rem. So any other thing I'll style is to have a font size of 5 rem. So let me give you a font size of 5 rem. So we are still going to change some properties there because everything cannot just be box. Everything cannot just be box. So let me give it a background color. So what background color should I specify here? This should make sense, right? Nope. Control Z. Let me see. Background color of that. So let the color be white. -FFFF. -FFF. So I'll also give it display property of inline block. So display property of inline block. So that's okay. So I also give it a padding top. So let it be have a padding. It will also have border radius. Because looking at it, I might specify a border radius to it. So let me give it a padding of 1.6 rem. So let me see. Padding top of 1.6 rem. 1.6. So I'm giving it that. So I will now give it a margin top, margin bottom of 1.2 rem. So let me apply border radius to make it more beautiful, because it doesn't make sense like this. So I'll apply border radius of 50% to see how it looks like. Yeah, it's okay. Okay now. It's looking somehow big. You think I should, let me reduce the font size. So let me reduce this font size. I'll reduce this to 3 rem and so 5 is enough. So let me reduce the width height to 8. Yeah, it looks 8. 8 doesn't make sense. So let me just leave it at 10. I know what to do to that, make it more beautiful. Yes. So right now, I'm going to be styling the feature heading. Let's go back to our this thing, because everything can be in this thing. So the feature icon we added there was square. The next one is going to be the feature icon of circle, because that is multiple user. So let's make it circle. So we have square, we have feature icon of square, we have another one of circle. So that should, so, or let me make it user circle. That's what I should do. Make sense? User circle. Yeah, because that have multiple user, right? So that one has multiple user. First one is multiple user. Or what should we do it? So it's people that will actually show me things to put. So let's make the second one have first one have product on. So let this one be square. Let the first one have product on. So I'll make this product on, because this is product on. Yeah. So let's give this one track product. So the other one will be multiple user. This one should be track product, because that's this thing of product on track product. Just not making sense. When it was square, it wasn't making sense. Multiple user, and the last one should be store inventory. So in the box. So this makes sense right now. So let me press Ctrl S. And right now, what we are going to be styling right now, so we are going to be styling some of the properties again that we are going to style. So it's loading. So right now, the next property that I'm going to be styling is the heading. We've styled this, but let me first of all apply some new styling to it. So right now we are going to be styling our, we are going to be styling this. We are going to be styling this. So what we are going to do right now is to come here. So come here and style our heading here. So I'm gonna style the feature heading. So I'll write feature, feature heading. So feature heading. So our feature heading is going to have a unique color. So let me have ash color. So ash 343 A40. So that's ash color. So let's also give it a font size that is very big. So I'm going to give it a font size of 2.4 rem. 2.4 rem. Yep. And I'm also going to be giving it a margin bottom of 0.8 rem. Margin bottom 0.8 rem. This is okay. So right now, the next thing I'm going to be styling is the feature paragraph. Feature paragraph. Feature paragraph. Paragraph. Feature paragraph. So the feature paragraph is going to have same color as we've actually stated in the feature heading. #343. And also, let's give it a font size of 1.2 rem. 1.2 rem. So this is enough. Let me see if I got the spelling of that paragraph well. Your yeah, I made a mistake, so you are seeing it. So I'll rename this paragraph. So I'll rename this GRAP paragraph RAP. So let me just copy this. Control C. I come here. So let me remove this so it will show automatically. So I'll put dot. So this is it. So I'm still going to add some max width to it. So it's going to take the width of container. So right now, I'll go back and let me change this color. So let me change it because I don't like us repeating this color. So let me go back to here and change this to hash F1, F1, 3, F5, F1, F1. That's the color I actually stated and it's not showing. F1, okay. I've seen the mistake. F1, F3. I think that is better. So here should now have the green color. So the green color that I want to use here should be #2F F9E. So this should have a green color. This should show a green color 44. This is okay. So this makes sense. So right now, I'm going to be adding media query to this. So let me add a media query. So media, as media, the max width. So I'm going to put in max width. The max width when is at 4M. So what do we want? We want the div.home feature to have a display of grid. So I'm going to put div.home feature home feature FEATURE to have a display. No, I made a mistake somewhere, so I'm going to remove this. So it's going to have a display property of grid and also going to have a column gap. So column gap here 1 rem. So you've seen it, column and column gap. So let me write it, column. So let it be spacing at first and let me remove all this. So I'm gonna write it again, column gap 1 rem and also a row gap of 2 rem. Yeah, this is okay. This is okay. This is okay. So right now, this is responsive. This should be responsive on all browser. So this is how you go to some website and you see some text. You can decide to add more text, but paragraph, that font size I applied, I'm not sure the property showed this feature paragraph. So let me first of all do 20 rem. I want to know it actually showed 20 rem. Can you apply? Can you apply? Can you apply? Yeah, apply. So I'm going to change it 1.2 rem. So we didn't really apply because it's the font size we are increasing. So let me recopy this. See, I will come to this, move this. Let me do it to 1.2.23 rem. 0.3 rem. 0.4. Oh, I understand why it's not showing. This is only applied on one property, so we are going to check this ourselves and see why this is not showing. So only one place had the feature paragraph, that's why it's not showing. So we are going to change all this, so copy this and paste it in everywhere there. See, so that's why it's not showing. That's why I was checking it again. So that's why I was checking it again to make sure that we didn't make any mistakes. So we'll come here to this one, paste it here also. So we see there is a mistake in the spelling of this. So we'll come back here and make sure that, so you see there are two features there. So all these mistakes needs to be avoided. So right now, go back and change it to the normal rem that was there. So let's go back and change it to 1.2. Just notice that there was no changes. That's why I wanted us to do it again. So right now it's visible. Yeah, so we've actually gotten it. So in the next section, we are going to be creating the about us and the footer section.